Hello, darling. It is September 5th, 2017. I'm on El Dorado, and um, there's this strange anomaly that's happening. Now, the reason why I have where you can see all this on the bottom is I can't find a timestamp. So way down here in the corner is the date and the time, Central Standard Time. Okay. So, I'm clicking on Animate Radar. Now, for some reason, this isn't working. Doesn't look like. I'm going to try it, though. I'm clicking on Visible SatRad over here. There we go. Here, there's a weird anomaly. Here. And here. And now I can't stop it, so we can just see it. So we have to just quick look. Look at that and look at the time. That, the time, that, the time of when this was. Here's another time thing here, but I can't do any better than that, and I apologize. I just happened to be looking at the weather for tomorrow and wondering what was going to be going on. For some reason, oh, there's the radar now. See how that shows up like that? And that's visible SatRad. If I put it on infrared, you don't see that on there. So I'll click visible on top of it, and then you can see it over it like that. Here's the supposed hurricane that's coming toward all these people along here. This tells the last 24 hours of participation. Let's back it up. See it. Oops, maybe that won't work. Let's get the infrared satellite off and see if it'll show up. Oh, just on there. Okay. Global 48-hour hotspots. It doesn't show up when I back out. Only when I'm close. Whoa. Look at that. This has been like ongoing for years. There's fires in some of those areas. Here. And here. This is a huge radar up here by Alaska. Here, let me show you. See, it's big compared to these in Canada. These are little radars. Let's get rid of the hot spots and let's look at that visible satellite anomaly one more time. I don't know what it means. I guess I could say watch and see what happens in those areas. It seems like some kind of injection into the atmosphere. I have no idea all the advanced technology and what it's doing. I know that it's definitely changing the weather, but I don't know what all it's doing, so I can't give you that information. I can only point out that there's these weird anomalies. And I'm grateful for you, and I'm here at your service. Bye-bye. So I'm still in El Dorado. I decided to look at the Pacific Ocean and North America water vapor satellite imagery. what I noticed is way down here. Did you see that line that goes across here? Right there. Now, the only way for me to, well, let's find it. Okay, so I found it, where I can stop it. There it is. It goes all the way across the bottom there. And the time is up here, September 5th, 1700, from UW-Madison. Okay, so this is North America. South America is over here. I can't get to that. And Antarctica is down here. This, I believe, is New Zealand, and Australia over here. What that is, I don't know either. Okay. But I cannot see that strange anomaly up in here when I have this go. That was on the visible satellite. It doesn't show up under the water vapor. And if I put it on visible, then la la la, I can't see it there either when it's dark. So that's interesting. Okay, so this is kind of a weird thing also. RSOEEDIS, extreme weather in Guyana on September 4th. And they're talking about a storm at Kuru this afternoon uprooted several utility poles and trees and wreaked havoc on the property of residents therein. No reports of injury. The heavy rainstorm began shortly after 1, and they just talk about it happening really kind of fast. And so I found this with a picture of it. A freak storm roared through Soestdike Linden Highway on Sunday, uprooting utility poles and toppling and cracking trees in its path. That's pretty heavy duty. And then when the utility poles knocked down, then they don't have any electricity for a while. And this is from the Guyana Chronicle. It's basically the same story here, but with pictures. These people look like they're having a good time. By this picture, it says the electrical wiring which ran through the water of the creek did not deter patrons from enjoying the water as children and adults continued to splash. Look! This thing was like a small cyclone that lasted 2 minutes and just passed through the area quickly, an eyewitness said. Throughout the highway, trees and vegetation were damaged and uprooted. Excuse me. An indication of the strength of the storm, vegetation in some parts faced one direction while scores of uprooted trees and shrubs lined the pathways. That's a pretty bizarre little thing that happened through there. Flattened a house, toppled trees, ripped roof off of buildings, leaving residents, including some young children, traumatized. Well, yeah. Okay. And then I just want to end with this news. In the United States, there was extreme flooding in Texas right around the same time that there was extreme weather in India. Torrential rains lashed Mumbai and all these other areas for the 4th consecutive day, severely affecting normal life and also paralyzed local train and bus services in the state capital. Many areas were inundated with up to 3 to 4 feet of water on the highways, main and arterial roads, bylines, housing complexes, railway stations, and even the airport. But no reports of casualties so far, which is great. that's really great. It led to a landslide. Um, these rains have affected normal operations at these other areas. The link for this will be below. I do have this, oops, this conversion because I was looking at what they were saying. And I'm sorry this adds in the way on this page here. Torrential Rains is the same story, but there are some pictures such as this, where it's like these cars can't seem to go too far here. Oh, this is terrible with this ad here. Legal Zoom, okay, but I don't want to see it right now. I wanted to see a couple more pictures. Oh. Okay, well, so I can't see any more pictures right now. So, commuters, including students, are stranded in trains, railway stations, or at bus stops. Many failed to reach their destinations and were compelled to return home on foot, walking scores of kilometers from various points in the city. So, oh, there's another picture here. And then they've got food and water will be available for those that got stuck, which is cool. It's cool that people help each other. So that's all the pictures on that side. So I'm going to leave you with that. Is this weird that in both places there was extreme flooding? Take care, my dears. I'm going to also add this link. Can we manipulate the weather? And here they're talking about the Chinese being able to, and should we be worried? Not like the United States wouldn't be doing anything like that. Here they talk a little bit about it. But anything that we're reading about, say, another country doing stuff like this, you know dang well the United States is doing it. We already know that the United States was doing it, for example, in Vietnam. Here's an article from July 3rd, 1972. Rainmaking is used as a weapon by the United States. From the New York Times. The United States has been secretly clouding clouds over North Vietnam, Laos, and South Vietnam to increase and control rainfall for military purposes. And the link for this will be below. The weather manipulation in Indochina, which was first tried in South Vietnam in 1963, is the first confirmed use of meteorological warfare. Although it is not prohibited by any international conventions on warfare, artificial rainmaking has been strenuously opposed by some department officials. 1963. So, okay, now it's 2017, and of course the United States is using it. What's worse, one official asked, dropping bombs or rain? Well, okay, we've seen what rain can do. Such as this picture of Texas on August 30th, 2017. Now, that kind of flooding destroys crops, homes, it kills people, causes all sorts of economic disaster, which can, in the long run, also kill people. And I'm running out of time. And it can also be made to look like God did it. So the advantage for the people using this as a weapon is that they can say, I didn't do it, you know. All right, let's keep ourselves awake and not be paranoid, but be prepared for whatever you need to be prepared for, and let's stick together and love each other. Okay? I am grateful for you, and I am here at your service. Bye-bye.